What's going on, everybody? I just wanted to come back and do a fun video, just one of those videos where I'm kind of just going to do like a weekly roundup of pretty much what I've seen news-wise and just kind of give my opinion on some stuff and just see how everybody's doing and, just give a little bit of an update. So uh, there's just a few topics that I have written down that I just kind of wanted to go over and, just kind of get the ball rolling on some interesting topics. Um, I guess I'll start with the most recent thing for me. Um, the new season of Ozark came out, and I know it's not the full season; it's only the first half of the fourth season. But it's pretty much doing like a Breaking Bad type of thing where they end it with a double season, pretty much. So like one season then two seasons, but technically it's just one full season. It's pretty common for these last seasons of big shows. Ozark though is one of my absolute favorite shows on Netflix. One of my absolute favorite shows in general. I just mentioned Breaking Bad, and I absolutely love Breaking Bad. I know pretty much everybody who watches it loves it. I don't think I've ever met somebody who doesn't like it. Um, but Ozark is very similar to Breaking Bad. Very similar to Breaking Bad and Narcos in a way. If you've seen either of those, you'll understand kind of my reference on that. A lot of drug cartel stuff going on, as well as a lot of just like kind of fucked up shit happening to the main characters as the series goes along. Ozark is fantastic though. The girlfriend and I just finished it a couple days ago, I want to say, and it ended pretty well. I know I haven't really reviewed all the other seasons yet, but I thought this fourth season, the first part of this fourth season, it's only 7 episodes, or 8. I think it's 7 actually. So I I liked it. It was definitely developing. It's not as good as season 3 or 1. I thought season 2 was the gold standard. That was the best like the show has been in my opinion. I love the show altogether. I accept whatever they do going forward. Um, I just don't think the fourth season's so far as good as the previous seasons, but it is the first half of the season, so maybe we'll see. Um, right now, I don't want to spoil any of the show, but it's just chaos. There's so much happening that is kind of just like, oh my god, like the show has developed into something that I didn't think it would get to be honest with you. But it's doing great, and I don't want to spoil anything until probably another couple weeks. I'll do a review. I don't want to spoil the show though because it did just come out like a week ago, so that's kind of my opinions on that so far. I think everybody should be watching that show. It's absolutely fantastic. Um, Now football. When it comes to, I'm gonna just brainstorm topics here. What's going on in the NFL is absolutely absurd. And by absurd I mean it's great. Though my team isn't in, the Hawks didn't make it this year. It is by far, as of right now, divisional round. That was the best divisional round I've ever seen of football. Um, it was just a back and forth battle. It felt like for every team, and the teams that didn't get in were the teams that I could have sworn were going to get in. And I know that's the fun of the game is the upsets that happen, but holy shit, dude, to not have Aaron Rodgers and the Packers in the anywhere near the NFC Championship right now is just ridiculous. Brady's out as well the same week. I thought that the MVP votes would be really goofy this year since it was pretty much, it's going to come down to Aaron Rodgers or Tom Brady pretty much. They both were the two best quarterbacks in the league this year. So, well, arguably, stat-wise they were. But I thought if Aaron Rodgers got eliminated, I thought, oh, Brady's definitely going to the NFC Championship and probably going to the Super Bowl, and that's what's going to determine his MVPs and stuff like that, his voting. But they both got booted at the same exact time, and I was very surprised by it. The Rams are definitely the real deal. I'm a Seattle fan, and they're in my division, and I have to give them props. Same with the Niners, man. The Niners are on a different level right now. They're rolling at the moment, and that's scary. But my thing with the Niners, and this isn't me trying to be a hater. I'm not. I like seeing teams be successful, and there is a little bit of a little bit of a gray area there for me because obviously an NFC West team is going to the Super Bowl this year. It's Rams and Niners going at it in the championship game. I would prefer if neither of them win the Super Bowl. But I'm sure they think the same thing when Seattle was in the Super Bowl for those 2 years. So, well, the back in '05 too. So, I mean, I'm sure they felt the same way, But What I saw the Niners in the Super Bowl in 2012 or 2011, I was like, oh, I hope they don't make it. I hope they don't win. Thank God they didn't. And then the most recent one, I was hoping they didn't. You know, I am a hater in a way, but they are my rival team, so I have a leeway on it. With saying that though, I can show some respect for teams that are really good. And the Niners, through all the adversity that they've had with injuries that last year, how their whole team got hurt. Garoppolo's always hurt, so you know he's not an injury in my opinion. But I think that it's crazy that they've kept that same level of championship caliber team. That the fact that they've stayed on that level is just insane to me. You know, if we were looking at this in a different way, they could have won that Super Bowl against the Chiefs, and they could go to the Super Bowl this year and win another one. You know, so like it's just crazy to think how like if certain things don't happen, then a team might win and might become what rival actually is, like the Chiefs, I mean. So it's just crazy how like, you know, one game can change everything in the NFL. Speaking of the Chiefs, holy shit, that game was absolutely insane. Adriana was really hoping the Bills would win. She had them going to the Super Bowl the whole year. I had a feeling that the Chiefs were going to heat up at the end of the year, which they did. And my thing with the Chiefs, man, once, you know, they've already proven that they know how to battle through the AFC. They know how to battle through it in the playoffs. They show up when they need to show up, and they're showing up right now. I would like to see the Bengals win this next game. And the Bengals, I respect the hell out of what they did. They went from being just an absolute garbage fest to drafting Joe Burrow, who tears his ACL his first year. You know, now suddenly they get Jamar Chase, and like they are just rolling, dude. And kudos to them, man. Like they're a fantastic team. It's insane to think that Joe Burrow in his second year is doing what he's doing, throwing 9 touchdowns in 2 weeks in the regular season there at the end. That was insane, almost 1,000 yards. That's absolutely nuts in my opinion. So I respect the hell out of them. I do think the Chiefs are a better team though. I think they know how to win a game like this. But at the same time, the Bengals defense is nice. I mean, for all we know, Mahomes has a bad game. You know, Tyreek can't get open. You know, Kelsey can't catch. You know, like something might happen. We never know. I got my money on the Chiefs though, to be honest with you. But when it comes to putting your money on stuff right now, this year, like anything can fucking happen. I've been saying the only thing that can make this a weirder year is if Mahomes gets booted out in the AFC Championship by the Bengals. That's the only thing that can make this weirder. But I think either way, all 4 teams that are in there right now, I'm pretty happy with seeing all of them in the Super Bowl. I think the weakest team out of all of them, I think when it comes to experience, I think the Bengals are probably the weakest team. But I think when it comes to just firepower right now, I think the Niners are the weakest. And I feel bad saying that because they do have a great team, like I said. But I think the Rams are a better team. I think it's going to be Rams and Chiefs. And I think if it is Rams and Chiefs, I know the Rams should probably win at home because it's in SoFi. But I think Kansas City's going to take it by 10. Maybe a touchdown and a half, like I said, 10. I really do think that, and it's not because I like the Chiefs. I don't like the Chiefs really at all. I like the way they play offense. So they play a very backyard style offense where they can just do whatever they want. You're counting bananas, and they're running everywhere. You know, it's amazing. So yeah, I think it's gonna be Chiefs, to be honest with you. But that overtime game the other night with the Chiefs and Bills, that's what I was gonna go into before I got a little distracted. I hate the overtime rule. I really do. I hate the fact that a coin flip determines it. But at the same time, I also understand that it's not just an offensive game. You know, you have to have a good defense, and the Bills coming into that game had the number 1 defense, and they didn't have anybody on the Pro Bowl list, and that should put a chip on your shoulder. I understand that they were gassed. I get it. But that's what the rule is that's what the rule is set for. Though we might not agree with it, you know, there is a stipulation. You know, yeah, you lost the coin flip, and oh, Mahomes is hot, but like, you gotta play defense. You gotta hold them to a field goal at least, you know. So I understand that. My thing, I don't want to dwell on this too long. I know this video is gonna be pretty long because it's a weekly roundup, but consider it like a podcast or something if you guys want. My only problem really is the Mahomes just went out there and tied the game up, right? And then we go into the next quarter, which is a whole new game technically, but like we go into the next part of the game, the overtime, and then we flip a coin and Mahomes gets it back. I almost feel like they should do maybe like a 10-minute fifth quarter, and the Bills get the ball first because the Chiefs just got done tying it up. The kickoff, goes to the Bills now. So like I think that would be cool to do, and then just end it after like if the game goes beyond, if you're getting outscored by more than 7 and you don't like, let's say they score a touchdown, right? Let's say the Bills go down and like let's say they get the ball in the beginning of the game, like I was saying with like a new quarter, for instance. Let's just say they get the ball, they score a touchdown. Now Mahomes and the Chiefs have to either score a touchdown to tie it and go into another sudden death scenario, or they lose the game. You know what I mean? Like that should be how it is. You know, they get a chance with the ball. But if they keep tying it up, I think so long as the game goes until the time limit and whoever wins at the end of that time limit, whoever controls the ball better, should definitely win that game. Now, the fact that the Chiefs went down the field and scored in 13 seconds, I think there is a double standard here. I think the Bills should have played way better defense. Like, I understand your gas and I get it, but at the same time, like, you got to play better defense than that. I think that's on their coordinator. I think that's on Sean McDermott. I think they need to pay more attention to what their defensive scheme was in that scenario. Though I do understand that they were probably gassed. You could tell they were. That was an absolutely ridiculous game. That last like 10 minutes of that game was absolutely nuts. And I wish we could have seen a gun show there. I really do. I wish we could have seen the shootout. But the rules are rules, and they're set in place, and until they change it, that's the rule. So these teams that, you know, they got to play better defense. You got to play better. You got to hold them to a field goal. You have to get that ball back. It sucks. I do think I think we pretty much just saw the next Brady and Manning going against each other pretty much. I think Josh Allen's a fucking stud. I think we already know. Stop sleeping on him. I got guys at work that are talking about, I didn't know he was that good. I ever since he hurdled over, I don't remember who he hurdled over in his first year, but he hurdled over somebody, and I knew immediately this guy's unreal. So he's going to have some coming to him. You know, he'll get his Super Bowl eventually, but as of right now, I think the Chiefs are the dominant one. You know, I think Mahomes played a little bit better too, in my opinion. So I don't know. We'll see what happens next year for the Bills, but I do think they got a bright future ahead of them. So moving on to the next thing, Microsoft bought Activision. That was fucking surprising to me, man, and for how much they bought it for. It was like, I think it was like 71 million, maybe a little, I might be wrong about that. Maybe I'm thinking about the Saints cap space. But speaking of, Sean Payton just stepped away from the Saints, which is weird. It's weird to see that, but you know, I got a feeling he's going to go to the Cowboys because him and Jerry Jones have a history. I think Mike McCarthy needs to get the fuck out of there. But anyway, I digress. I'm done with football talk. Microsoft bought Activision, and that's weird. You know, it's super weird. But I know Call of Duty, I know everybody was worried about it being exclusive. That's the joke. But like, there's no way Microsoft is taking that off of Sony's, like, you know, list of things that they can have on their system. That's a lot of money that Microsoft can dip into. So like, why separate that community? Why break that off? I think that's smart to keep it multi-platform. Though I do think there's some Activision things that Xbox should take as exclusives, and you know, they can do whatever they want with them now. But you know, there are things that I think they should make exclusive. Crash Bandicoot being one of them. I think that would be smart to take that All-Star away from Sony. But we'll see what goes on in the future with that. You know, the deal just happened a little bit ago, so we haven't really seen them do much with it yet. I hope for Call of Duty's sake it gets better. I guess there was a meeting that they had about stopping the yearly releases of Call of Duty, which that sounds like a smart idea because it is getting burnt. It's been burnt. It's being milked very bad now. So we'll see what happens with that. I'll keep everybody updated on that as soon as I know more. Moving on. Speaking of, you know, first-person shooters, Halo Infinite, the community manager has addressed the fact that the store is absurd. They're fixing Big Team, even though it's still not fixed. I guess they tried to. It didn't work. Now they're going to try and fix it again. I don't know what's going on with that. I don't understand how this is an issue. But, you know, it is a beta technically still. Excuse me. We did hear about a leak. There are 5 maps that are leaked, apparently. One's called Bath Salts, which I think is a stupid name. Cataract, Beltway, Forbidden, and Solitude are the 5 maps. They all sound like Halo maps to me. But I don't know if we have any images of them yet. I just know these are the leaked names. So there are maps on the way from what we are being told, but we just don't know when we're getting them. We just know they're on the road and somewhere on that roadmap. They were talking about how the store is fucked up though, how like the prices and everything, and they said they'd be adjusting it throughout the rest of the season, which the season still has like 5 months, so which I don't agree with, but you know it is what it is. They just released they did the daily refresh today as of Tuesday, and people are I'm tired of people sucking the dick of these games because they have nothing else to play. Don't, the way Halo is right now is absolutely unbelievable. The way that they're selling individual skins and individual colors, and it's absolutely disgusting, and I'm absolutely tired of it. But I do understand, you know, there's 50-50 to everything. I understand it's a free-to-play game. It's a live service game. But I have every right to be upset about that because I didn't ask for a live service game. I didn't ask you to make a free-to-play Halo, and you know, that's not me. I'm glad, I'm happy to give you $60 and just let me unlock everything on my own. I don't want to buy your shit from your store. If 343, I was gonna say Bungie, if 343 is listening to this, suck my dick. You're not getting my money. I'm tired of this shit. They just released recently an ODST helmet by itself. Everybody thinks this is a good deal. Oh, one ODST helmet by itself, not bundled. They don't bundle things anymore. Oh, $7. $7 for a fucking helmet that I've already unlocked 3 times through 3 different games? You're fucking shitting me, dude. There is no way I'm doing that. Same with Gears of War when they did this, where they were trying to sell characters for $5 each. Like, characters I already unlocked in Gears 2, 3, 4. You know, like, no, I'm not doing it. There's no fucking way, dude. I don't care. Like, I know $5 is like chump change, you know, but like to some, you know, obviously, but to me, $5 is pretty much chump change right now. So I'm just saying, I'm not, my morals, I will not give them $5 for characters that shouldn't be like, you shouldn't have to pay for this shit, bro. Like, especially with Gears of War, it was a $60 game. Halo's free, so I get it. But at the same time, like, I'm not in the mood for this shit. I'm tired of this live service shit. I just want to unlock things like we did when I was a kid, man. Like, I would just play for hours, and I was rewarded for my hours of playtime. Now you're not really rewarded for your hours of playtime. You're just rewarded for how fast you can open up your fucking debit card slot in your wallet and swipe it in your fucking Xbox or PlayStation. That's the only thing you're really rewarded for now, and it's so boring. It's just so boring. And, you know, a $7 ODST helmet is just stupid to me, man. It's just absurd. They also have a pink camo skin. Like, it's literally like, let's imagine the Master Chief, just all pink. Remember that from Halo 1, 2, 3, and 4? How you could just change your color to pink right off the bat, right when you open the game. You could put it in. You could just change the color of your Spartan. You don't even get like more than a red and a blue option now when you start the game. And now they're charging $5, $4, I think, actually, for a pink over skin, like a pink skin for your Spartan. It's absurd, dude. It is just absurd. And I appreciate the little events that they're doing. You know, like the event that they're doing right now is that like computer data one or whatever it's called. I appreciate those. But at the same time, it's like some things just aren't enough. You know, like it's just not enough. Like I'm not fucking paying $4, $5, $6, $7 per item like that. Like if this is the adjustment they're doing, they're just milking it at this point. They're just trying to hurry up and get a quick dollar out of us before they really fix it. And I don't know if I'm going to be okay with staying with a company like this. I already don't really like 343. So it's one of those things where it's like, this was kind of their last straw with me, and they're kind of wasting their potential right now when it comes to what they have with Halo Infinite. So I'm not going to go off on a tangent anymore about that. I just know that it annoys the shit out of me, and I'm tired of it. I did enough buying things with Fortnite and Call of Duty to just be done with it now. I'm tired. You know, like their time to do it. Maybe a couple years ago, maybe I would have done this more, but I'm burnt out on buying things in game, so I'm not doing it. With that being said, the next one, I'm going to go into a little bit more movies now. The Moon Knight trailer came out during Wildcard weekend, so about a week and a half ago. I wanted to talk about this earlier. It's going to be fucking awesome. Oscar Isaac is fantastic. He is an absolutely fantastic actor. Ethan Hawke is in it as well. We still don't really understand what his character, Ethan Hawke's character, is going to be. I watched some videos that said he might be a combination of a few different villains that Moon Knight has, but obviously we don't know. I don't know. So I guess I'll keep everybody posted on that. It looks really deep though. It looks like it's going to be a really well shot show. Like it's going to be kind of a mind bender. It almost to me looks a little bit like that show. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but the show Legion off of FX, that was really good. And it had like a mind bender style. The camera work was really bendy and, you know, just kind of just out there a little bit. And I like that a lot. And I think Moon Knight's going to be really good. I know a lot of people don't know much about him. When it starts coming out, when we start getting more trailers, and it comes out like March 6th or something, or March 16th or something, somewhere around there. So it's coming out very soon. So once it starts coming out, I'll try to do like a breakdown of everything I know about Moon Knight. As of right now, though, we're a couple months away, so I'm going to kind of wait until the hype starts to build a bit. And pretty much like the last thing I want to talk about, in my opinion, is one of the most, well, I got two more things to talk about, but one of the most important things that I wanted to talk about was a real life event that's going on right now. And I don't care what your opinion is on vaccinations and not vaccinating and everything like that. I really don't. It's not my place to really like just tell people what to think. My opinion is my opinion. Your opinion is your opinion. But the way people are acting about Carhartt, the clothing company, everybody knows Carhartt. People are buying their products and burning them on video. And I'm going to just say right now, people who burn things, like people who are like closet arsonists, like people who like to like, oh, my favorite player left my favorite team, I'm going to burn my jersey now. People who do shit like that, you're fucking stupid. Like, you're stupid. Like, I hope you're watching this video, and I hope you understand from my point of view, you're fucking stupid. Like, you don't just... The way to send a message is to not burn it down. It's to stop funding it. Stop giving it attention. Stop. Because that's all that really matters, is the attention to it. You burn it down, they can just sell you another one. They can just keep producing more. Stop buying their product. If you don't agree with what they're doing, stop buying their product. And what they're doing, from what I've seen, the owner or the CEO, whoever is, they're continuing with the vaccine mandate, which is they want everybody in their facilities to be vaccinated completely. Whether you agree with that or not, it's their company. If they want that, they want that. If you don't like it, quit the job. You know what I mean? Or stop buying their products. I think their shit's comfortable as fuck. I don't care. They're not putting a shot in me to make me wear their clothes. I don't really care. You know what I mean? But like, it's just stupid to burn their shit out of vaccination issues. There's a little kid down the road that could probably use the coat that you're burning or use the hat that you're burning. There are drop-off points for Salvation Army that you can drop shit off at. If you're so passionate about Carhartt not being like a friendly vaccination place or whatever the fuck you're upset, or whatever you people are upset about, get over it. Cause you're not strong enough to go to a shitty clothing store and buy shitty clothes. You're not strong enough to wear shitty clothing. So you'll go and buy more Carhartt shit because you're weak-minded. That's why you're burning things, to prove a point and to get attention. So people just need to stop, in my opinion, and think about who they could be giving these products to instead, and how they could be wasting their time in a different way. Be a little more productive and stop wasting your time on burning Carhartt shit. And how about you just send a friendly little message to them on Twitter saying, you don't have mine or my friend's business anymore. Goodbye. And then you're done. You're done. You don't have to say anything. But everybody wants to be a fucking in the spotlight person nowadays, that like everybody has to burn their products to look cool. Or, it's just like when Kaepernick became a part of Nike's sponsorship and stuff. You people are burning your Nikes now? You're burning your Nikes? They already got your money. You're stupid. I'll say it every single time. For every person that burns their product out of pure pride and spite against a company, you're dumb and they just made money off of you. That's all that matters. That's all in reality that matters. So we're done with that. Just want to get that out of the way because a lot of people are talking about it and it's annoying. Last thing, hopefully this one's a fun one to talk about. The new Batman. The new Batman movie comes out in March, as well as Moon Knight. The new Batman movie is going to be fucking awesome. I hate the fact that it's PG-13. It was supposed to be a rated R production. Unfortunately, it's going to be PG-13. But the reasons it's PG-13 are pretty out there. Like, there's a lot of brutal violence, they said in it. Strong language. Like, there's a lot of, like, borderline shit, it looks like. So I think I think they borderlined it a little bit. I hope that doesn't mean they cut some stuff out. I hope that doesn't mean that. But with the runtime that I was going to talk about, that makes me feel like it's not cut at all. It's a 3-hour movie. It's 2 hours and 55 minutes, which is a breath of fresh air to hear, because it's definitely considered, it's going to be considered the longest Batman movie ever made. I think Dark Knight Rises was a little shorter at 244, 245, but 255 is a long ass movie. I hope they lead into more movies if this one's good. I know this is a standalone as of right now, but DC is in such turmoil when it comes to their like the what they want to do next, that I think they're a little confused on what they want right now, and I think they're waiting for the movie to come out and see what people think before they make a huge decision. But I thought that would be something less, a little final thought to bring up. I can't wait to see another trailer for the movie. I'm hyped for it. I think it's gonna be awesome. I can't wait to review it for you guys. One last thing, just to let you know what I've been up to. I've been playing a lot more Destiny 2 lately. I know a lot of people don't like that game. I enjoy it. I stream it all the time. I'm playing that. Been playing Fortnite a little more. I played some Fortnite last night with my buddy Alex. Fortnite's fantastic. It's in a great spot. It's really weird how good of a spot it is. It's the complete opposite of where Vanguard and Warzone are right now. So that's fun. What else have I been doing? A retro game I just picked up. I just picked up The Suffering for PS2. I spent $40 on it, unfortunately, but that's one of my favorite games when I was a kid. I used to play that one for my friends when they'd come over for my birthday parties and shit. That's what we would play. Games like Manhunt, games like Suffering, just these, Resident Evil 4, those scary games that you can get a group of friends together. Maybe I'll stream The Suffering for you guys sometime or something like that. Maybe make a video on it. But that's pretty much all I got for you today. I know it's a pretty long video, but I wanted to make a quick update video and see how everybody's doing. Whatever's in the background, it'll probably be like a Halo video or just something random that you can listen to while you're riding your bike or going down the street, doing something, you know what I mean, working. You can still listen to my beautiful voice and, yeah, embrace this like a podcast or something, because to me, this stuff is like therapy, man. Like, it's really fun to just be able to sit and talk. I don't really hang out with people all the time, so I'm not really a talkative person when it comes down to it. But if I got interesting topics to conversate about, and if it's bringing joy to people and it's giving people an opportunity to kind of just relax and listen to something, I'm here for that. So I appreciate everybody watching. Hope everybody has a great day. Oh, my predictions, like I said, I think it's going to be Chiefs-Rams. I think Rams are going to beat the Niners by just a field goal. I don't know what the score's going to be, probably 24-21 maybe. I don't know. I think Chiefs beat the Bengals by, let's say 27-20. 27-20 Chiefs. Have a great night, guys. Bye. Hi, guys. I'm glad you made it to the end. I really appreciate everybody who stuck around and watched this slog of a video. I tried to edit in some videos in the background, some trailers as well. So hopefully everything kind of comes out the way I want it to. This is obviously the beginning of something, so I'm not gonna go crazy about making sure it looks like the best of the best or anything. We'll get better as we go. But I do want to say I appreciate it. If you guys ever want to catch me on stream, go ahead and go to my links in my YouTube bio and everything like that. Again, thank you for watching. Don't forget to sub, like it, comment. Let me know what you think about Batman and Moon Knight and all the other shit that we talked about in the video. Thanks again, guys. Have a wonderful day.